Welcome to Work Hard. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Jason.
Now this is podcasting.
Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Are you there? You press play. I'd hope so. You better not have pressed play and then walked off. You better also not be doing anything else, cooking or, doing the weeds in January.
They're all dead now.
Yeah.
If you're in East Texas.
You should be sitting in front of your phone with your little eyes glued to the screen in total rapture, paying attention to this. Welcome to Work Hard. I'm your host, Ethan. With me, Jason.
I am Jason.
That's Jason right there. My boy.
I'm Jason.
My boy. We are in the midst of... No, we're not in the midst of. That was last episode. Now we're at the end of our little foyer into the world of focus. Today, I want to talk about... get a little more practical, a little more granular, a little more what is focus. We've talked about getting some focus, being in this transitionary period in your life from being a undisciplined kid to being a man in a state of hellish anxiety because you don't know what to focus on. Now let's just assume you did it in the last week. You took our advice and it deployed so perfectly in your life that now you know
so quickly
exactly what you want to do. There is a litany of people competing ruthlessly for your attention. And unfortunately,
us among
them. Now, we are competing.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, we're competing for your attention because I believe, Jason believes, that if we have it, we're going to be much better denizens of that attention than Byron Gaines or Myron Gaines, whatever his dumb Muslim name is. There is a whole group of people, whole host of people looking for your attention. And whenever they get it, for whatever reason, their strat is not whatever reason. This is like old school broadcast news, television. I'm going to incite fear in you so that you can't look away.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna activate.
If it bleeds, it leads.
Yeah,
kinda.
I'm gonna activate your nervous system so that you feel a sense of violent threat to you when you look at me. So your nervous system is like, I gotta keep looking.
We are at
this.
a distinct disadvantage there.
We are at a distinct disadvantage.
We don't talk about hot topics much.
Well, I feel like we did. Well, whatever. We're at a disadvantage because
we don't pick the top hashtag trending
Right.
stuff and try to get it out the next day.
Yeah, and we also, our general message is you're going to be okay. Have faith. Chill out.
As opposed to...
Yeah.
Yeah, that is solid blue on both. Yeah, wow.
So, listen, there's this like...
Sorry. That's got to be painful.
You are going to have to be very careful, all right? If you've got something to focus on, things are going to fall away. Look at me. Look how fat I am. All right? Now, that was because I drank too much. But now it's because I don't have time. Okay? I don't have time. Now, I've
shredded.
I've come to the realization here. Okay, well, here I'll bring this full circle in a second, but I do have time. It's just that I was being too prideful, not humble enough to be like, okay, listen, you don't have to be the
jacked.
Yeah. You don't have to be the strongest person on earth. You just need to get into the gym 30 minutes,
and be healthy
every other day. Just be healthy. Yeah, you're gonna die. So, and this plays into the focus thing. All right, this is kind of one of the things I really wanted to talk about. So you've got all these people who are convicting you you have to do this and do this thing. And if you're not in the gym, you've got clavicular, this new kid. All right. It's all about looks maxing. Okay. You need to, in order to win.
Name.
Oh, bro, this kid is the most gayest. Oh my gosh, dude. I don't know. I have no idea what Clav is saying. Never listened to a word of it. Actually, that's not true. I've listened to about 45 seconds of an interview he did with Andrew Knowles.
As much as you could tolerate?
As much as I could tolerate, I went, why is anyone pointing a camera at a 19-year-old who doesn't know anything? I don't need some in my face going, well, actually, what you don't understand is that because of dating apps, it's really the top 20% of people can get in front of these girls. So if you're not in the top 20%, you're not a top 1%er in appearance, then you can't get a girlfriend. So you need to spend all of your time mewing, making your jaw more square so that girls will like you. There's this thing called the rat experiment, the rat city experiment. Okay. But it was done by this guy. I don't remember his name, and I don't remember if that's actually. Just look up Rat City Experiment. That'll do it. You can watch Frederick Knudsen, I believe, is the YouTube. Did a fantastic documentary on the whole research paper. Really good work. This guy built a rat utopia. Everything the rats could ever need. All the proper nesting material, all the food, plenty of space, total euphoric, perfect, everything that they needed.
Yeah.
All right. Guess what happened instantaneously?
They didn't breed.
The whole it's not they just didn't breed. The whole thing collapsed. And there were all these different patterns of behaviors. One of them was what he called the beautiful ones. And it was male rats went down to where the feeders were, where all the other rats could see them. And they did nothing but prim themselves.
Interesting.
So they were beautiful rats, totally without blemish. But that's all they did.
That's wild.
That's gay. Looks maxing is gay.
And it means you have it too easy.
And it means you have it too easy and you're not focused. What have you done? Now, it's cool and edgy right now. Clav is cool and edgy, and so it's like you've got even Nick Fuentes unwilling to like speak disparagingly about him. But I'm not. It's gay. How, if you have something to do, how can you spend 2 hours in the gym? How can you even think about mewing? You need to get your jaw big enough. You're a with nothing to do.
Ethan's been saving all his bleeps for the final episode here.
Look at me. I'm fat. I make more money than you. I have a family. I have a community, hundreds of people who know who I am and believe that I am productive enough to give a job to ask for help. People call me and go, what do I do with my money? Guys' moms email me, will you talk to my son? He needs help. What's mewing gonna do? You're gonna die with a square jaw? Great. It's gonna get eaten by worms and you will be forgotten. Coward. Fool. What have you done? When you get to the gates of heaven and you are asked, why ought I let you in? Why should you be with me? And you say, because I had a six-pack for God. Guess where you're going, buddy? With that six-pack, you're going to look great in hell. Nice six-pack. Enjoy hell. You think God is going to go, oh, yes, my good and faithful servant. You think you're going to get the title of good and faithful servant because you looks maxed? Because girls liked you? This kid Clav doing these interviews, people saying he's cool because he's sitting with his legs crossed and not smiling and being hard and Sigma. He's a Sigma male, and then some video gets posted of him sitting high as hell on ketamine at some second-rate boxing match with some hot, super hot girl that has a literal helium balloon for a brain sitting next to her. His dad's texting him, "You're a drug addict. Sad." He reads it aloud. It gets picked up by the mic. Now that's on the internet. Awesome. You did it, dude. Oh, dude, you did it. You're a great example for the next wave of young men coming behind you. Men we need to fight. Don't fight. Get a good jawline. Bro, grow a beard, get to work. Grow a beard, get a job. Who cares about your jaw? Grow a beard. Get a job. This whole world, it's a distraction. It robs you of focus on things that matter. If you are a productive person, you have 30 minutes a day to work out. Okay? That's how much time you have. When you're a productive person in your late 30s, early 40s, you've started to get the ball rolling. Systems are automated. Your job is a little easier. People trust you. You're not having to work diligently every day with your fingers in the mud, actually crafting stuff by hand every moment. Now you've got time. Now you can get a trainer and go to the gym for a couple hours or an hour or whatever. Do whatever you want. You're 22, you're 23, you're 28, you're 30. You don't have time, brother. You don't have time. 30 minutes, that's what you've got. Get a kettlebell. 30 minutes. Just don't die. Stay healthy enough to not die. Dude, oh my gosh. Byron Gaines, whatever his stupid name is. Telling people his stand. Now I'm not naive enough to suggest that he actually believes you should do this. All right, I know he's being salacious to get views, but dude, 15-year-old kids don't know that, and you are ruining their lives. He says men shouldn't get married until they are 35, make six figures, and have had sex with 50 different women.
Ooh.
50 women. 50 women. Do you know how much that's a full-time job for a decade? Do you know how many Snapchats you have to send? How cavalier? That is all of your mental energy. That is everything you've got.
Just constantly pitching yourself and thinking about it.
Yeah, keeping a roster of girls all the time. 50 women. 50. I'm sorry. They won't say it because it's not cool. The way that's cool is, dude, I've had sex with 200 girls, effortless, no problem. Dude, you can do it with just a little time a week. Gay, incorrect, not wrong, or completely wrong. 50 women is a full-time job for 10 years. Go to hell. You pagan dog. Dude. 50. First of all, that's not even to talk about the degeneracy, the insanity, the Christlessness, the godlessness of doing something like that, the destruction, the complete, you're destroying 50 lives. And if those lives are already destroyed because those girls were hoes anyways, then you're destroying your own and you're making their lives worse. What are you doing? My job is to take. I'm a mouth. I'm a 35-year-old mouth. Fantastic, dude. Good job. 6 figures a year. Who cares? You can go steal at a government agency. You can go, there's so many different ways you can get 6 figures a year without producing anything, especially in the modern era. Go be an Indian. 6 figure, dude, get out of my face. It's a distraction. Find something to do. All right? Here's the thing. If you have something to do, then this entire Sneeko, clavicular, Byron Gaines, Myron Gaines, Gainesy Myron, whatever his name is, this entire sphere of next wave, pickup culture, Meninist, men's rights, all this stuff that as soon as you have something of value to do, that stuff sounds so gay, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how gay that stuff sounds. Don't get distracted, okay? So this is why am I bringing this up? Because you are going to get assaulted at all times. Attention today is worth so much money. And you are going to have not just this group of guys that I'm talking about. You're going to have political pundits telling you and politicians telling you that the greatest issue in your personal life is whatever's going to get them paid the most. You have to stop paying attention to the wrong things. Once you've found your focus, you have to be willing, you have to have the humility to realize that you are a human being with a finite attention span, and you're going to have to let things that you used to care about go. They're going to have to die. You have to become a man of focus. Hobbies you once loved, gone. Things you once loved, gone. Because now you have this thing, whether it be your family or some ministry that you work or some invention that you have that you believe is going to drive humanity further into the stars. Whatever it is, I don't care. You want to be the best welder. Good for you. I hope you are. You want to be a fine craftsman of furniture that's elevating to people to have in their home. It makes them feel beautiful. It helps them recognize beauty. It helps them rest. They see it. They feel at peace. Good for you. Do it. You want to help people understand how to deal with their money. You want to help people understand how to deal with their relationships in their life. This power cord is going to, I bet this whole episode it's been ticking. Whatever. Hopefully that'll work. There are beautiful con artists in the world today that will burn your time. They will burn your time. They will take the most valuable thing that you have outside of your salvation, and they will burn it for their own gain. Listen, if you're Sam Sulek and it's obvious that you're going to die to show everyone the potential and the strength and the beauty that can be possessed by a single human form, then go for it, all right? I'm not besmirching guys who understand the art of building a body. If that's what you're devoted to, fantastic. Be a prime example. Be a shining thing on a hill that's like, this is what you can do, not just in bodybuilding or in physical bouts of strength, but it's like Sam Sulek's example is like this. I can have the welding version of Sam Sulek's physique in my life. If I have discipline and focus, I can build something like that in my life.
Beautiful seams. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful seams. And
I had this thought a number of years ago, a revelation, not to put it in a weird way. I realized that, or I was convicted, I guess, maybe a conviction, that Christians ought to be the best in every field in the world.
yeah.
In environmental policy, which is not a right-wing thing to say.
Yeah.
Like, the actual environmentalists, people who actually care about the earth because we are given stewardship of it, should take care of the earth as well as they can, which will put them in the top of their field.
Right.
Even if they're not recognized by the institutions that don't actually care about the earth and just care about funneling money places.
Yeah.
Green Initiative BS. In art and in the sciences, studying, in recording and telling, communicating history, mathematics, homemaking, maintenance, sales, all these positions ought to be occupied in their highest tiers by believers, because believers ought to be motivated more than anyone to do it to its the best capacity that God has given them with their talents. We all need to find, as Christian men, what our focus is, find out what our talents are, what God has built us to be able to do well and have a passion for, and to carry that out so that his light will shine and people will go, that guy is fantastic at this.
Yeah.
That art is beautiful. His dedication to that niche part of science is incredible. His documentary making, his oration, his poetry, whatever it is, even his office organization, his management, his pizza making should all be done to the highest level.
Yeah.
Of the capacity that God has given you to bring glory to him in every field.
Yeah. Yeah, I follow this girl on Instagram who, very inspiring. She was a faithless, like, goth girl, and she was, like, too nonchalant to care about anything. She was like, oh, I'm so chill, I just don't care about anything. And then she got saved and became a ballerina.
Really?
Yeah. Now she's like, she has these like couple posts where it's like, this is what I looked like. I got saved. And now this is what they're like tear jerking, posts. Cause she's a beautiful girl, first of all, but then it's like, she's just like in this like rundown house, whatever. She's standing there being too cool to smile and
anything,
picture, whatever. And then she's like, and then I got saved. And then she was like, I got saved. And then I thought ballet was stupid, but I started doing it and I was like, this is dumb. While I was doing it, I was like, this is dumb. I don't want to do this. And I kept doing it. And now she's like in Europe and like Russia. She's like a phenomenal ballerina. And
a beautiful art form.
A beautiful art form, yeah.
That is full of a lot of pagans.
Yeah.
A lot of the arts are, sadly.
Yeah.
And you have like Doug Tennaple comes to mind as being a shining star in a sea of muck of artists and feel goods and LGBT community kind of crap.
Yep.
Yeah. We're going to make a furry superhero.
Fantastic. We're going to make a cartoon about hell, and hell's actually, they're all downtrodden, depressed, and it's heaven that's they're elitist and exclusive.
Yes, but not in a bad way.
Yeah. What's our time?
22.
Okay.
So
I want to equip you. I want to give you permission. I want you to have someone else that's on the internet being salacious and saying, whatever. I want to give you an alternative narrative to clavicular, to Kostin Amor, or whatever, however you say that guy's dumb Jew name. If you are focused on something that matters, this is a Sam Hyde thing, actually. If you are focused on something that matters, it might actually look pretty unhealthy from the outside looking in. You might be eating peanut butter and jelly and noodles every day. You might have gray skin and not look super healthy. People will be concerned with you. Your apartment looks like crap. But you don't have time. You don't have time to do anything else because you're so focused on getting the thing that you care about done. If you are a man, the reason why everyone knows it's gay for a man to be overly concerned with how he looks is because everyone knows that's a man with too much time. Everyone knows that intrinsically in their heart. That's why fan of clavicular, when you look at him, in your gut, right behind that feeling that this is cool and I'm going to look smacks and I'm going to get girls like he gets girls, right behind that feeling, there's doubt. Right behind that feeling, there's this pulling little sensation of dread because you know that what you're looking at is fundamentally homosexual. You know that. I'm giving you permission to let go, to quit focusing on the wrong things. I'm not saying you need to totally grow a neck beard and get as fat as me and just let your whole, okay, the other day I walked.
No, because that would be contradicting what you've said in the past about taking care of yourself.
Right.
Making yourself presentable and showing that you can take care of yourself, and therefore young ladies will know that you can, at least subconsciously, on some level, know that you can take care of them.
Yeah. A week ago, I walked into a vintage clothing store with people who know they've got it going on. They look clean. They've got it on. All right. They're fresh as hell. These people, we walked in, the owners are standing there. They're dressed cool. They're just as cool as any of the cool people you see on Instagram. Anybody that's cool now that dresses like the 90s and listens to Blink 182 and Creed. I get it. They're cool. They're so cool, dude. It's so original. I've never seen anything like that before. They're wearing the glasses, the athletic plastic Oakley plastic glasses from the 90s. People used to dunk on. Now it's cool. They're cool. All right. They're very cool. They know exactly how to look cool. They look exactly like all the people you think are cool. That's what they look like. Walk in, they turn around, they look at my wife and I, and they go, damn. The girl literally said this. The wife, the owner, said, I love y'all's style. Okay? So listen. I haven't thrown away my ability to dress well. All right? I know I'm wearing a t-shirt right now, but it's not, I'm not saying you should just totally abandon your ability to present yourself as a functioning member of society. But what I'm saying is if you are focused on, if you're so hyper-focused on how you look as a man,
that it's a part-time job,
you're primming all the time, you have too much time. And that expands to all manner of things in your life. All manner of things in your life. All right? If you're super good at, I don't know, name another thing, juggling, whatever, playing paintball, whatever. If it's not Sam Sulek focused on looking good, that's Sam Sulek's mission, okay? It's his mission. His value add to society is that he is a painting to highlight the potential of the human form. It is a glorifying thing for God to show everyone God created a machine that can do this. Okay? So if you're a model, all right, if you're a male model, you can care about your appearance. Okay? You can prim. That's your mission. You're standing in front of everyone going, look what God...
But not as a means to getting girls or just being looked at nice.
Yeah, or glorifying yourself or whatever. Yes. If you're standing there going, look at God's creativity. Look at the beauty that he crafted out of my skull. Look at this thing. That's an amazing mission. Go for it. Please do it. All right, now most guys, we're just not that pretty. Okay? Even the really good-looking ones are like not that good. Not that good looking. Yeah. And so that's not your thing. Now, if you're a streamer and you're going to become the best in the world at video games, great. That's your mission. That's your thing. But it's about focus. It's about being there in that thing. Everything else falls to the wayside. All of it, it goes away. If you're going to be such an amazing dad that the people in your community go, that's how you raise kids. Everything else falls away. And that's what you do. You don't have time to prim. You don't have time to gamble on sports. Whatever. Now, there are things that are innately sinful, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That you shouldn't get the best at sinning.
Yeah.
But you have to have a mission. You have to have focus. And these little gnats that are flying around on the internet, they want to take that away from you. and convince you that, dude, by the way, guys, having sex with 50 women, that's not owning girls. That's not like being cooler than them and like being better and having your own thing and you're in control of the situation. You're a slave to You're a slave, my n***. All right. I'm surely that's... All right.
Yep.
Don't be a slave, okay? Don't be a slave. Have some focus. Please just tune out. That's what I want you to do. I want you to tune out distraction. Tune out distraction. Accept that if you are hyper-focused on being the best mechanic in the world and you want to work in F1 and you can change whatever you have to change in F1, but you can do it fast, whatever. If you want to be the best mechanic in the whole world, if you want to be the best at this thing, the best at that thing, whatever, then other things in your life are going to fall apart. You can't do it all. And so having these guys tell you, well, you have to be ripped and you have to make a ton of money and you have to have 6 hot girlfriends all at one time and you have to have the taste to know which good cars to get and you have to have an apartment in Dubai, Milan, and why are they always brown places? These places suck. Why would you want to go there? I'm done. Just understand that you have to pick. You have to pick. And once you pick, that's it. Let the other things die. Let them go. They have to go away now. And you just can't do it all. Those guys don't do it all, by the way. You know what they do? They post YouTube videos. That's all they do all day long. They post YouTube videos and they take time out to make sure that they're wearing makeup, first of all, by the way. And they're not doing all the things they say that they can do, that they do. They're not. They're lying. They are lying. So please just focus. Just focus up. Focus up. Pay attention to your life and the things in your life that you've decided matter, and decide those things after prayer and consultation with wise men that God's put in your life, and after consultation of Scripture. But once you've made that decision, focus on it. Okay? We love you guys very much. We do. If I didn't love you, if I wasn't picturing you in my head and loving that image of you that I have, if I wasn't doing that, then I wouldn't continue with the social risk of dogging on the guys that are the coolest on the right now. All right? I do that because I believe that they are wrong, and that is going to make your life less enjoyable and worse. So I do love you. Jason's sitting here lending me his time and his image, giving me his life's blood, his time and his work, putting this thing, becoming my partner, doing this with me because he loves you too. It's their social risk sitting next to me. He's already incurred a lot of it. He loves you. We love you. We pray for you often. Guys, be normal with girls. If you don't have a life,
love them.
Yeah, actually love
50
them.
girls is not loving any of them.
Yeah,
and it's certainly not loving your future wife if you make it out of that state.
Yeah, jeez Louise.
Please hold off on physicality if you haven't already, and if you have already, prayerfully stop.
Yeah, repent and return to Christ.
It's not memories that you want.
Nope, they sour. I promise you. It's impossible to convince you of that while you're in the middle of it, because it does feel so good and it seems so cool. But I promise you, those
like milk out on a warm day.
Yeah, those memories, they sour, and they're awesome literally right until they're not. You don't have like 2 years of being like, oh man, I wish it did. And that it gets worse and worse and worse. It literally, you're like, oh, that was cool. And then you wake up one day and you like feel like biting your own fingers off. You wish you could forget that happened. So go to church, find a young woman, either there or in some other place where nice young ladies congregate. Find a nice young lady. Marry her.
And have some babies with her.
Raise those children in the fear and admonition of the Lord. Do not make them the beautiful ones. Do not make them little primming gay boys and women who, whatever, you guys get it. Raise those kids in the fear and admonition of the Lord. Catechize them. Make yourself useful. Focus on things that matter. Just focus. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. You better not have pressed play and then walked off.